Hello buddy, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to go over top 10 most hated NBA players of all time. Make sure you watch till the end. Kindly subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button. There are plenty of sports idols that are beloved and idolized by millions of people across the world. They are considered role models and are imitated by followers, who would give anything to get in some sort of contact with their idol. In other players' cases, an average NBA fan would rather get in contact with a player to give them a swift, solid message to the face. While some players can be loved, others can be hated with a passion by fans and players alike that would give anything to see that specific player's career end in the worst of ways. They are hated for many reasons, whether it's for being arrogant, egomaniacal, or just playing dirty, but most hated players have made an entire career of being the player on the court to despise. Here are the top 10 most hated NBA players of all time. Number 10, Lamar Odom, Dallas Mavericks. Odom strangely shows up at the back end of the list, but it's likely because of his Kardashian connection more than anything else. The Kardashian family is polarizing, and not everyone is a fan of their work. It's highly unlikely he'd show up on this list if not for that, which highlights how laughable this poll was, considering it's clearly not based in basketball logic. Number 9, Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat. It's not surprising to see all three members of Miami's Big Three listed here, as whether you love or hate the team, almost everybody watches when the Heat play a game. There's just no reason for Wade to be on this list, as he is a fantastic role model for the work he does in the community and the example he sets as a father. It's really short-sighted to even have him under consideration. Number 8. Paul Pierce, Boston Celtics. A lot of people aren't so quick to forget Pierce's injury in the 2008 NBA Finals that resulted in his leaving the court in a wheelchair only to return minutes later, but it's hard to imagine that is the only reason he's on this list. Maybe Pierce just rubs some guys the wrong way, but it's a little surprising to see Pierce's name on this list, without a more notoriously mean teammate appearing at all. It's just another example of why this list may not be the most accurate. Number 7. Carmelo Anthony, New York Knicks. Could this be another case of where a famous spouse plays a hand in landing the 7th seed for Anthony? Did Anthony really turn enough heads last season with his trade demands to get out of Denver? Maybe, but probably not enough for that to earn him this spot on the list alone. There's always underlying reasons as to why these players make the list, and I don't think Anthony's appearance is any different. Number 6. Chris Bosh, Miami Heat. Whether it's admitting to guys crying in the locker room or being caught on camera, breaking down after an emotional battle in the NBA Finals, Bosh has not enjoyed a prosperous year in the public eye. He didn't live up to his moniker as the third leg of the Big Three as some may have expected him to, but he still posted very solid numbers, and it's awfully difficult to post elite offensive numbers when serving as the third option in the offense. Regardless, a solid season for Bosh and a successful year for Miami should be enough to get him knocked off of this list. Number 5. Meta World Peace, Los Angeles Lakers. There may not be a player who provides for more split opinions than the man formerly known as Ron Artest. A new name hasn't done much for his image, and he's still looked at in a very harsh light following his infamous brawl during his tenure with the Indiana Pacers, although he has really stepped up his efforts and established himself as a benefactor in the community. It's tough for most fans to forget one of the most memorable events in recent league history. Number 4. Tony Parker, San Antonio Spurs. Parker's divorce from Eva Longoria saw a wave of casual fans stray away from him, and it's really strange that he's so high on the list here. He's known to enjoy having fun off the court, but as long as he continues to produce favorably on the court, and he has, while keeping a clean image, shouldn't have to be handed such an unfavorable position. It's baffling that he cracks the top 5 and some other players don't even make the top 10. Number 3. Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers. Bryant has made regular appearances on lists similar to these since his Colorado trial earlier in his career, and his recent divorce filing from wife Vanessa certainly won't help. He isn't afraid to speak exactly what is on his mind, whether it is to his teammates or the media, and he is one of the more intense personalities in all of professional sports. Because of that, paired with his perennial success, it would be absolutely shocking to see him not appear here in any season until he walks away. Number 2. LeBron James, Miami Heat. Nobody will ever forget LeBron's choice to do the decision and broadcast his free agency choice to the entire world, and despite the proceeds going to a very worthy cause, it just wasn't worth ever doing considering all of the negative backlash he has endured as a result. He tried, and failed, to cast himself as a villain of the league, and he didn't do himself any favors by attempting to play up to the bad guy persona. Now that he's embracing some of his shortcomings and laughing off the criticism with a smile, it should bode well for his prospects of falling further down this list. Number 1. Kris Humphries, New Jersey Nets. This is what I would call the Kardashian effect. Humphries, who enjoyed a breakout season for the Nets last season and played quality basketball, averaged a double-double no less, shoots up to the primary spot on this list due to a failed marriage with reality star Kim Kardashian. As a result of the two splitting, Humphries is now the most hated player in the league? I find that extremely difficult to believe, and that's where the shallowness of this poll is readily exposed. Kindly subscribe to the channel, and your likes and comment will be appreciated. Thanks.